myself down to the fair in town on Independence Day. Well, word gets around in
1776, 4th of July, the official date of becoming free. Free from whom? The English. We are no longer under their control. Wait. We might be. We are in the soccer world because the English tend to dictate what we do here in the U.S. as far as soccer goes. They coach our kids. They teach us tactics. They develop our educational programs. They are who we look after on how to develop kids. And they're horrible at it. And here we are watching the English advance in the World Cup to rounds I never would dream English getting past unless the perfect situation arised. And the perfect situation arise. The sun, the moon, the stars, they all lined up perfectly together as England was handed two of the weakest teams in the tournament, Tunisia and Panama. Tunisia, I've never heard of, and Panama, who's never been to a World Cup before because the U.S. can't do jack. So they get Tunisia in the first round. It was a nice game. It was a little bit difficult. They're ranked like 24th, if you want to consider that anything of importance. But Tunisia gave them a battle, and England somehow scrambled out a 1-0 victory. So it was a nice, here you go, England, wipe them clean. Okay, that was a tough game. Let's give you Panama, who's never played in a World Cup before. And, of course, England destroys them, and then, you take England off the field, and it's okay, now we're going to give you a tougher game. But the game doesn't matter. Matter of fact, it doesn't matter at all. Lose if you can, because then you'll go play the easier teams to go further in the World Cup. And they said, okay. And then they went and played and lost and got handed the easier side of the bracket. They got Colombia. And then they got Colombia in the round of 16. And it was a game that gamemanship was important, where England's opening kickoff was kick the ball backwards, hit the ball to the corner, put all the players to one side and run to the corner and hope it could bounce funny for you. And it was silly. It was such an ugly game. And the English made it that way. Even the referee was hired somehow, a horrible American referee. And why is an American referee even in the World Cup? That is ridiculous. He should be like the fourth official holding the number sign about how many minutes are left. But we put him in there. And of course, what do American referees do? Screw it up. Create controversy. Good job. Silly. I mean, why would you have an American there officiating an English game? We're basically English. That's where we come from. And that's what we get. And then somehow England wins in PKs. Now England will play Sweden, who Sweden should win. But, did I forget to mention Colombia was missing their best player? No. They're just handed things. And now they're in the quarters, and they're playing Sweden without the Lion, someone that will not allow the English to get away to the semis. But he's not there. They didn't take him because the Swedes, they can do it without him. Good luck with that. So the English will kick, scratch, pay for referees, whatever they can to move on to the semis. But they avoided France. They avoided Brazil. They avoided Spain because Spain choked. They avoided everything. And you know what's going to happen? Is Russia is going to somehow beat Croatia. And the English will beat Sweden on some technicality, BS call, and the English will advance to semis, and Russia will somehow advance, and then the English will win that and get to the final against France or Brazil, and then they'll receive the butt kicking they deserve. But they shouldn't even get that far because they're confusing everybody. Everyone's like, oh, the English way is the right way. It's not. It's kind of like that, the English experience soccer camp. Why would you put your kids through that? Unless you're just looking for something fun to do. That's a silly camp. Why would you learn the English way? It's the wrong way. It's the wrong way. And this World Cup is confusing the world. It's confusing everything. And then on this Independence Day, it's being ruined because the English are attacking us again. This is a new American Revolution that needs a startup. Get the English out of our soccer lives and stop being lectured and taught by them. They don't know what they're doing. We need the brains that can develop our kids. We need our kids to be technical. We don't need them playing kickoff plays that we do in high school. Get everyone on one side, kick the ball back, hit at the corner, and hope. You know why you do that? You know why England does that? Because they don't trust their players. They cannot connect passes without screwing up. And here we are. The worst thing that could ever happen. The English way, the wrong way, is going far in the World Cup. And that is scary. That's an ultimate crime. That's horrible. Well, happy 4th of July, my friends. The English haven't gone away. They're still here. They're still attacking us. They're just attacking us through soccer. And they're winning.